can make them seem like the worst actor imaginable. I have to say, as a palate cleanser after this, there's a film out this week, which is Film of the Week, which is Carancho, which is this Argentinian thriller by Pablo Trapero. And it opens with this contextualising statement about how many car accidents there are every year and how this has somehow led to an explosion of the insurance industry and ambulance chasing. The story is basically about this guy, Ricardo Darín, who plays the Carancho, which means vulture, somebody who is an ambulance chaser, who essentially gets people who've been involved in accidents to sign over the power of attorney to him. They then pursue the case. If anything happens, they get the money, and very, very little of it actually goes to the victims. He's good at his job. His boss says, they trust you, they don't trust me, but he hates the job because he thinks that what he's doing is not good and not right. He starts having a relationship with a young woman working in the hospital who herself is very, very troubled, played by Tina Guzman, and she, at first, completely hates what it is that he does. Yet, somehow, they fall into a relationship, and there is a sense that he is going to try and redeem himself to become something other than the vulture, while she is going to attempt to find some way of negotiating her way through the increasing problems of her own life. The thing I need to say about this is it reminded me to some extent of, do you remember Amores Perros, which starts with a three-way car crash?
Yes.
It also reminded me of, and this, I'm not just saying this, of David Cronenberg's Crash, in as much as the aesthetics of it are about the wreckage of lives. You know, the film is full of, like, car crashes, emotional, financial, physical. It's one of those gritty sort of streetwise thrillers that when you hear about the subject matter, you think there's no way that's going to be as engaging, as involving as I want it to be. But in fact, it really is. In the central character of the vulture, you do see somebody struggling towards some form of redemption out of this, as I said, this twisted wreckage of emotional and political and financial lives. It does have some of the kinetic power of the very, you know, of, as I said, of Amores Perros, although, you know, the subject matter itself is potentially darker than that. Very fine, very engaging, very involving, very good performances. Actually seemed to be about something, and yet also had, you know, dramatic power and dramatic force. And as I said, the central idea at the heart of it is this idea that somehow within that the wreckage of these things crashing together, you have people attempting to clamber out of that and regain their lives. Moving, powerful, strong film of the week by a million miles, particularly in a week.
No.
Yes.
I haven't asked you yet.
Okay, fine.
It's a big reveal at the end of the programme.
Okay, fine.
What else do you have?
That's it for the moment.